I hired the executive producer of Planet Earth. And I said, look at this, man, we're doing groundbreaking research, we're catching the uncatchable, we gotta figure out a way to make this work. And I had been pitching Discovery and National Geographic for 2 years, and I had spent all my money funding this research. And I couldn't get through the development departments. Because I was like the outdoor TV fishing guy, not the National Geographic documentary filmmaker. So I hired one. And when I went in with her, they tried to buy it that day.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. And went from thinking the vision was lost of kind of becoming the Cousteau of our time to try to give the ocean back a global voice. The ocean is suffering and no brand has risen up with enough scale to impact policy globally. So really pursuing that vision, thought it was over, and then the next day had the biggest National Geographic ocean gig in the world. And went from thinking I was gonna lose everything to having a bigger gig than I ever dreamed I would have.
Well, and the cool thing, it was all for the right reasons.
Oh yeah,
too.
it's all about was giving it back. I get emotional when I tell this story. Every time I tell this story, I get so emotional. I mean, we laid it all out there, man. Everything I had. And it was for the ocean and for the right reasons, and eventually people believed. It's amazing how people sometimes can't believe you just want to do good. How can that be? You know, in the world today. And finally people figured out there was no angle, it was just about the ocean. Oh, I'm so emotional right now. It was a long journey, man. I laid it all out there.
Well, it's scary when you put your family on the line, you put everything you've worked for on the line,
Yeah.
and you can see, you know, the wolves are at the door.
Yeah.
Those are scary times. There you go. There you go.
That's a small one, I think. Oh, it just decided to pull a little bit. That thing just barely touched it.
Just gave you the tap. And
Just got heavy, like you said. Didn't even feel a bite, it just got a little bit heavy. Look at that.
yeah, that's incredible.
Utah, man. Smallmouth in the hand. Geese flying overhead.
We're the only boat on
Sunrise.
the lake. Yeah.
When I was living in California and had started Offshore Adventures and we were transitioning to Fishing for Science, I had had 2 brothers who moved here. And they were loving raising their kids here. They'd moved here from Kentucky. And when I was a little, look at that, it's nice. When I was a little boy, we rented condos here and came out here and went skiing. I'm used to running around in the wild. And I had these 2 brothers who moved to Park City and were loving raising their kids. So we came up here and rented a place for a few weeks and never left. And that was 8 years ago.
Really? That is awesome. I'm here with Rex Allen at Allen's Camera. You know, Rex, I get asked all the time, I'm going into the outdoors, they've got a video camera, they've got a still camera, they don't know which one to take.
This is the Canon EOS Rebel T3i. This is a great camera for shooting pictures of your kids, shooting pictures of your hunts or fishing trips, and it's also a great camera for doing video. It shoots in 1080p HD, and one of the really cool things about this camera for video is this is the first camera that has digital zoom for video. We typically don't like digital zoom, but with video, you're only using about 2 megapixels for an HD video clip. And so when you digitally zoom, you're still full HD, but you're getting tons of zoom out of this camera and keeping that quality that you want out of your HD video. They can come to our store in Orem, Provo, or American Fork at Allen's Camera, or they can go to our website at allenscamera.net. And this week we'd like to offer a promotion where you can get a free 8x12 ordering a print on allenscamera.net, and all you have to do is use the coupon code HOOK.
This is what, again,
Oh, look, that's a nicer fish.
that's a little better fish. We're
Yeah.
probably, you know, get a little closer to 2 pounds, but again, this is what
Look
I
at
love
it.
about
Yeah.
smallmouth.
Look at the 2-pound fish battle.
Yeah, they'll battle you. They'll battle you better than a, you know, I mean, they'll give you a battle that a 4-pound largemouth will give you.
Yeah, right.
And longer.
Look at it, inhaled that thing.
Yeah, he took it deep. That's a little bit better fish.
Life's a trip, man. You know, you just never know what's going to happen. One day you're in Kentucky, and the next thing you know, you're in Lake Jordanelle catching smallmouth, trying to affect global ocean policy. It's that, you know, it's that karmactic snowball. You just keep doing good long enough, and you touch so many people that other people want to start to help you.
Yeah! 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 Oh my God! Look at the size of that trout!